Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 2nd of September. This is coming from a ship sailing to Jersey, so I'm not quite sure how long the Wi-Fi is going to last, but we'll see how it goes. Right, this is a 60-minute chart of the Dow. Peak here, around 22,160. A, B, C, very clear. We now have a clear ABC rally as well. It's gone a bit further than you might expect, but we have seen something of a reversal. We have the US markets closed on Monday for Labor Day, I think. So we could easily see some kind of gap down from here. I'll be looking to short next week, depending on precisely what we see, and we'll alert subscribers if I see a good entry on this. But probably in the WhatsApp room, it probably wouldn't be a big call as such. The big call will come if we then see a decent low, because that should give us a very strong rally. Quite how far remains to be seen, but it certainly has a potential. If we see a clear ABC decline, we can certainly see a good bounce back after that. Looking at the DAX, this is the 3-hour chart. Rather more confused pattern here. Looks pretty corrective. I mean, have got 5 waves down, but the form of each one is well, somewhat confusing. Have another bounce up, but fairly strong support around this level, 11.9 to 12,000. That could hold, as the DAX has seen a bigger decline already. I think the Dow has a clearer pattern at the moment. Ditto with FTSEs, and not as clear as the Dow at the moment. Right, gold is still powering ahead, which is good. Counting from here, this is wave 1 of 3. Then you've got a wave 2. Then you've got another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete 3 of 3. Now there's a slight overlap here, but they're both spikes, so price was swiftly rejected on both occasions. So although an overlap is not part of the rules, I think that's allowable in extreme situations. It's a slight warning sign, but I'd expect now to see a 4th wave decline coming in, which would hopefully hold 1300 level. But having seen the 3 wave in this process, then the acceleration phase may be behind us. We've got the 1 wave. We just need 1 more rally to complete the third of a third, I should say. A 4 and a 5 to complete the current 3rd wave. Now, what happens next is pretty critical. What I'd be looking for is a 4th wave decline. If we see a bigger decline, then this will all be an ABC, and that would change the pattern quite dramatically. But if we do see a smallish decline that's contained, followed by a strong rally, then that would signal that the bull market is alive and well and back in business. So more upside is certainly due, but it's what comes after that which is important. Another possibility here is we could see just an acceleration phase, which would be a third of a third, but I think probably we're due for a bit of a pullback at this point. Right, the Wi-Fi on the boat duty failed, so it's now Sunday, and I'm now in Jersey. I'm looking at silver. Right, the form here does look more corrected than we're seeing on gold. From the low here, this is an A, B, C, A wave, B wave, A, B. Maybe down to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be a complete ABC, maybe a bit more to come here, but looking more negative. Although, as I said on gold, we are due a pullback quite soon, and it's the form that takes that's going to be so critical and tell us what's going on. Right, pound dollar image interesting. There's an excellent TPA signal down here. I think the best one we've seen on the first day we actually launched the service, but we need to make some ones also. But this is certainly one I look as the best TPA signal so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 wave, 2 wave, 3, 4, 5. That's the simplest count, and it does, I think, obey all the various rules. It's not the shortest wave, although it's close. Wave 1 is the longest. Slightly messy, but fits. A, B, and now a C wave coming in. So at parity, which is my preferred measure, well, this move here was about 200 pips. So 200 pips onto 2850, it takes up to around 3050 thereabouts, but the wave pattern should also help. Let's just clear this. So that's the low of B, 1, 2, 3, So continuing through, I think. So I expect the price to be a bit higher than that. So we're looking for a major shorting opportunity here when the ABC is completed. With the ABC, I would expect it to be around perhaps here to here, between those two levels. Also, I'll be monitoring that going forward. All right, finally, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's had a very active weekend. It almost hit 5,000 on the Conergy chart yesterday, and it's come down quite significantly. So, however much I've watched Mike's video on TPA, but I think you really ignore these moves. They may be weird and wonderful exchanges, but they are the central base of where Bitcoin is traded. And you know, this move here is, well, quite important. So if we go back to the let's go back to the longer term chart. Okay, so the low came in 1800, so that was the end of wave 4. Got a clear 5-wave pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're now in 5. Now, looking at this chart, it's possible this move here, which is quite significant, could be the beginning of a decline. So let's have a look at the pattern in more detail here. Okay, here's the complete wave 5 so far, so we saw low at 3.6. Now I have got ABCs here, and as Mike has pointed out, you can have terminal diagonals, etc. in 3-part forms. So this could be a 1, a 2, A, B, C, A, 3, or C. Now this could be complete A, B, C, 4, but the indication is we've got one more wave to come up. Not definite. You know, these things, this market moves very quickly. I had a feeling catching the peak might not be the easiest thing in the world, especially over the weekend, of course. At least you can trade IG now. FX Choice still not trading, you know, this happened at 1800 as well, with the low coming in on at Sunday lunchtime, which is not the most convenient time necessarily. So right now, this low needs to hold really. I think it went below there. Then there'd be a stronger case that this peak is in. It could do that, of course, but it would look less of a pattern, less of a piece. I mean, that's quite a nice 1 wave, quite a nice 2 wave. The 3rd wave is again similar sort of size, length, etc. This continued on down, it would look a bit. It might even overlap with wave 2, which I think is probably going a bit too far. So my expectation is that the low is in here. Let's have a look at even shorter. It's really just the last day's action. So a peak just below 5,000. And that was always going to be a stumbling block. A lot of people are focusing on that level as where to sell. A, B, C. 1, 2 perhaps. Not terribly clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a 4th wave. So if that continues to be a 4th wave, and then we then see a 5th wave, that would be encouraging that we have got some kind of base building for that final thrust up. So a bit touch and go, but positive at the moment. And of course, those who are holding Bitcoin still have 4,500 plus in Bitcoin itself, plus a solid wedge of cash in the Bitcoin Cash. So we're all doing pretty well right now, and obviously we want to try and hang on to that. Anyway, on that note, I'll call it a day, and hope you found it interesting and useful. Back to the report on Tuesday morning for subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.